Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the RealNex webinar series. Today we will be talking about persuasive presentations. I'm Jeff Finn, joined today with Matthew Smith. Matt's going to take us on a tour of the RealNex Market Edge and showing how you can take your data from CRM, feed it into Market Edge. So with one set of data entry, you have access to an incredible array of presentation tools, over 250 templates to choose from to create amazing flyers, brochures, BOVs, analyses, OMs, proposals. You can take our templates and add and delete pages, modify them and make them your own. You can bring in your own third-party PDFs and add links to them to make them even more customizable. He's going to show you how you can take advantage of our array of professionally designed cover pages with your own distinct branding, logo, imagery, and colors. Or we can customize the cover and interior pages to meet your exacting brand standard. We'll make those, embed them in your system so you can take advantage of those. We have a series of financial presentations, and we're not going to talk about how to create them, but we're going to show you the type of output you can get with one set of inputs to rent rolls and expenses to get a very authoritative presentation for financial analysis, and then show you how you can take these pages and make them your own with what we call global pages that you can customize and make exactly what you want. Business maps, which you can tailor to specific markets and show points of interest and really highlight your property and your offering. How you get spaces for lease to show up on leasing flyers, and how you can customize many of the pages with text and graphic overlays. And then of course, we'll show you how to output all of that into a dynamic link or a PDF, or even create your own website for your property availability. So Matt, I'm going to turn it over to you. We do have questions open throughout the session, so send them in. We'll do our best to address them. And of course, we will be recording the session so that if you need to refer back or you want to share, or for those of you who aren't here in the room, we will get them to you quickly after the session. So Matt, you should have the control request now, and you can take it away.
Fantastic as always, Jeff. Thanks for the beautiful introduction. Persuasive presentations. What we want to think about is ways to get our foot in the door with owners, how to present the property in your best light, how to create those broker opinion of values. Maybe you're going to do a quick DCR. Lately, we've been talking about DCR here with a lot of our clients, and certain areas have certain DCR requirements, other ones don't. And I'm going to show you how you can do a little bit of all that. And I'm not going to touch too much on the analytics side of things, but I do want you to understand that some of that can be pushed in there very rapid with inside of our program. So the first thing I want to talk about is property information can be easily migrated into our solution. You can do this in a few different ways. One way is you can bring the data in through our RX data tool. Not going to go into a big spiel on that, but it's fantastic. We'll populate your data. We'll update it every quarter. It also brings in transactional history, so it can create your comps for you inside of your presentation. Another way you can bring in information is from third-party sources in Excel. When you do have access to the RX data tool, there is some additional benefits to that with auto mapping from third-party sources, similar to like Reonomy and so forth that's out there that can help bring that information across. You can also enter the information in manually by hitting Add New, or you can use your tablet, phone, Android, or Apple device. And I think that's really important. A lot of people forget that when you're in the field, to create a really persuasive presentation is to take the physical photo that you are out walking the building with, door knocking with, trying to figure out the information for the tenants or anything else. That information will go right into the RealNex program. So if you're walking a building and you're taking multiple pictures, those pictures will upload instantaneously into the RealNex system. From there, you can add information like the rent roll for the tenants. Any information that you populate in there from your phone will be available to help create that persuasive presentation. You simply can go and hit Analyze Market. You can also go ahead and use our listing site. So we do have a property listing management in there. So if you're using that or your listings are getting syndicated into our channel, if you go into listing management and you hit market edge on your property, it'll push that in there as well to create that persuasive presentation. I was working with a client yesterday and they had it in the listing management, and I showed them how they can put it in to start creating the presentation. And they were like, thank you, thank you, thank you. I can't believe you did this all for me. And in actuality, I literally just clicked a button. And it was just awesome because everything came across for them. Now, when the information gets brought across, as we're talking today about persuasive presentations, I'm not necessarily going to touch base on the assumptions tab, as you can see in here, the income tab, expenses, finance, projections, charts, and dashboard. I'm really going to focus on the presentation side. But once you hit that analyze market button, it'll take you right into this. And whether that's from marketplace or from the RealNex CRM portion, it's going to bring you right into there. Now, if you want to add the income on there or the rent roll, in your analysis type right here, and let me highlight it for you. In this analysis type box right here, this is going to help you out. So as you're making that presentation, maybe you're making that presentation to show a building owner that they have some availabilities that they need to market a little bit more efficiently and how you might be the right person to market. You just come over here and select rent roll only. And what that's going to do is it's going to allow you to show that rent roll for available spaces. If you just want to do a presentation, and that's what we're going to focus in on today, just do presentation only. And what it does is it eliminates those tabs. If you want to do a full financial analysis, get a DCR calculation or valuation, then just click financial analysis. As we move down through here, there's a couple things to keep in mind. One is today is about understanding some of the things the program can do. It's not necessarily about training. We are here to help you with that. In the upper right-hand corner, you can click Guide Me. There's training videos. There's definitions in here for like accumulating depreciation and adjustments. There's also a library that can walk you through whether you're doing office, industrial, multifamily, development analysis, or you just want to understand how this property page works a little bit more. It's going to walk you through how to put the general information in, how to have the address. If you're a land broker, just come over here and you'll hit the geocode and you can put the latitude and longitude in there. It really makes it simplistic to create these presentations. Now, this page is going to be something more important to you than probably the presentation page. And the reason I say that is you just want to skim through here and make sure the information is added into this section, because this is what's going to help power your presentation. So the more information you have here, the less information you have to put in the next step. You heard me say it 100 times. You slow down the process to speed it up. So anything you want to have in here for drainage, utilities, any building fields like air conditioning, heat, roof walls, foundation, and then overview, property overview, description. If you do get into using things like AI, like Chat GTP, please be careful. Please review it. Okay, there's some legalities you can get into. I'm not going to get into today, but I did ask the Chat AI to give me a multifamily property description, and I gave the information in, and it wrote something out about an office building and tenants and blah, blah, blah. So just be careful if you do that, but you can just copy and paste that information in here. And then if you want to see industrial fields or retail fields, just click on those arrows. And again, it will open that information up for you. If you are using the RealNex marketplace or you're using the orange CRM portion, this information will most likely populate for you, along with as many pictures if you have inside of that. So if you have 10 pictures in your listing, those 10 pictures will populate in here for you instantaneous. So when we talk about templates and we talk about branding, those are two different things. And I want to talk a little bit about that real quick. Branding is going to be your colors. This one here is custom branded for a company. They wanted this header, they wanted this green line, they wanted the map down here, and then they wanted something flexible down here, like closing details. And I'll show you how we can change some things on there. Now, this is when I talk about branding. This is something that we can brand for your company. We might have your company branding in here. Or you can even change your own colors. That's typically a cover page, your header and footer, that's your branding. But when I say template, that's not that. That is the layout that is over here on this left-hand side. So when I say we have 250 templates to choose from, that is going to be the way the package is laid out. I just want to make sure there's no confusion on that, because sometimes people say, wow, you have 250 templates, which, to be honest with you, that's too many designs. You should have one or two designs that you present with and nothing more. So branding is going to be the way the cover sheet looks like. We give you quite a few cover sheets. Some are here are branded for your companies like EXP and Lean Associates, or CBRE, Cushman Wakefield, SVN, and many more. And we also have other templates in here, other brandings that are in here that will formulate with your templates. And we have landscape and we have portrait. You can scroll down here and you can see landscape, or you can, like this view here, you can see them and see what it looks like there. So we do have landscape and portrait. Okay, that is going to be for the branding. So to brand your template, you just click it like that. So if you want help with branding, we're here to help you. You can add different logos. You can come into here to preferences and you can change your colors. You can have international settings in here for square meters and other languages, as well as different currencies. You can add multiple contacts for alternate contacts on the packages. Now, depending on what the branding requirements are, some packages might have up to 4 brokers and some packages might have 2 brokers. You'll have to see what that branding is for that template or cover page. And then you can always have these default settings set for you. And again, we're here to help you with that. So as we're talking about these templates, the templates were created because we wanted this to be the quickest, fastest system there is. And we're blowing the doors off people with in-house marketing staff all the time. If you simply wanted to come into RealNex and say, I want to create a flyer. Oh, wow, that's pretty cool. It automatically took office. Now, if I like landscape, I click landscape. And if it's for lease, I click lease. And now it gave me an option of 5. Office for lease, brochure, landscape. Office for sale and lease, brochure, landscape. I select one of them and I hit open. And now it's going to change the information in here, including my cover page. If you want something different, no problem. We can resize these pictures here, just like that. You can see how easy it is to create something. We can even add a different logo down in here. So if we want to add a different logo down in there for your brand. So if you have your major brand up here and then a sub brand down here, you can do that as well. These templates are all built for you, from sale leaseback to broker opinion of values to commercial services. And if you're not sure what they look like, just go ahead and say File, Templates, RealNex Templates, and choose the one that you want and click on it and hit Open. Now, once these are here, you can customize these even more. You can hit the little X and it will remove it, or you can move it up and down. You can even go ahead and add pages. So if you want to add pages, you can add pages. We have a couple sections in here. One is a section page. Maybe you want to split things up. No problem. We can split things up and it's pretty easy to do. And you have multiple sections. You can even rename them. So if you don't want section 1, 2, and 3, you want financials, demographics, and photos, no problem. You can rename them real easy. We have global pages. Hey, Jeff, I want to be able to customize this whole package. No problem. Come over to customize pages, and then you have the ability to do things like move them around. You can drag and drop what you want from a paragraph to text or a map. And then you can save these. And once you save a global page, it's available for you in all your marketing packages. So once you get that beautiful layout, you're like, okay, I love this. This is what I want to do. I want to take one of the 250 templates RealNex went ahead and made. I want to make it my own. Once you get this beautiful layout you want, you can go here and you can go at templates, and then you can save current as, and you'll see like my template's a blank one. Valuation, full offering, introduction. Like I want to give you an introduction or a loan sample because I just want to see my DCR. No problem. You can also insert your own PDFs and links. That's right. So if you want things that we don't necessarily have, or you want something in there that differentiates you from other folks, you just come down here and you go to PDF attachment. Select PDF attachment and you can upload your own PDF. Now you can decide whether that's shrunk, just like this here, and it goes right into the packaging like that. You can go ahead and you can add a header and footer onto it. And you can also change the title. So instead of saying attachment 1, maybe it's going to be like company biography. I don't know, whatever you decide. But it's great. Remember, professional designs and branding is what we can do for you. So if you wanted this branded with a header and footer and cover pages, we can create those for you. You can also do your own branding by adding your own logo and colors on it. And then we have our templates that you can choose from, and you can add and delete. Now, with our professional design templates and the branding, it does give you a great look and feel, and you can do many things with that. We also give you the ability to draw on the page. So if you want a text on here to highlight that you just had 100% occupancy, and you're going to create a nice little flyer for that, or if you want to show a value add, or 12 cap, or whatever you want, you can add your own logos. You can add your own text. You can even add your own links. So if you want to add a link to a VR video, you can do that. That's a really good way to make a persuasive presentation. So when the client clicks on this, what they're going to do is it's going to take them to the VR, and they're actually going to see what the medical office looks like now, virtualized, or maybe it's a drone video or something like that. We also have business mapping, and business mapping is very important to understand how it works. Over here on the right-hand side, and I'm going to slow down as much as I can for this, and maybe Jeff can look into this, it defaults as restaurants. And if you don't know this, what you want to do is click in there, and then you hit the back arrow. And you just want it to say business types and hit search, and it will show all business types. The reason why it's defaulted to restaurants is because sometimes it's easier to select off things. But for me, I'm not really that smart. I don't remember which business type is going to fall under that category, so I just delete it, and it works great for me. Now, we do provide the logos for most businesses like Anchor Funding, RealNex, and Edward Jones. But you can also see here that I did add a polygon and added some additional text. And you can decide to make the logos bigger, smaller. You can merge logos together. You can add arrows or lines, or do none like I did here. And you can move them around as you see fit. But it's just a fantastic way to create that medical office and show other highlights around that area. Or maybe it's going to be senior housing, you want to show hospitals. Anything that you want to do, you can do on there. Demographics, 1, 3, and 5 mile radius for you. So we have dozens and dozens of preset pages, including financial reports. So if we wanted to add some financial reports to this, like I mentioned before, a DCR, we have a nice pro forma that has your actual as well as your market rents. Now your actual are going to come from your income, and your market rents are going to be edited through here, but it gives you things like your DCR. It gives you things like your monthly payment term. It gives you a market cap and cap rate. We also have all the graphing for you. So if you want to come in here and you want to show a graph for equity versus debt or cumulative wealth, you don't need your marketing team to do something in Excel or Excel-like. Everything's done here for you. And again, it would be done with your colors. So your graphs even match your branding colors, which my branding colors are light blue and dark blue. Obviously, if yours were different, then they would look different. If yours is green and light green, then you would see that on there. But with those configurable global pages, the business mapping, and then again, remember, if your property, you're going after, maybe you're going after a multi-tenanted building, or you want to go and show some turnover in a client's building. Here shows 3 spaces available. Now I can add an additional photo if I want. Maybe I want to highlight an area of the building. No problem, I can highlight that area of the building. Down here, if I want to add the term of the lease, I can. But I can also click into some of these fields, and if I wanted to click into some of these fields, I can choose different layouts. And I have layout 1, I have layout 2, I have layout 3. I can also decide what fields I show here in these available spaces. And then if I want to show other things like down here, like additional text, and then I want to show an additional text down here, I can show additional text in there. So again, gives you a tremendous amount of flexibility. And you can see I have 3 brokers on here for my packages here. With your text and graphic overlays, it's fantastic, because again, if we wanted to put in here what the space, use, condition, and availability, and the term is on there, But we wanted to add something else on there to make it a little bit sweeter, and we couldn't put the text there or here. You can move the text around and highlight different areas or move it. I'm not a graphic artist. I can barely use a mouse, but it's really good to be able to do that. And remember, just come over here and save that template how you have it there. Now with that, you have the ability to e-publish it. And this is a great way to get your documentation out to the masses without having to have an attachment to it. They don't have to download a full marketing package. They don't have to download anything. They just click the publication link that you provide to the client. You can rename the link with one of the naming link ones. Now you have a flip book. Okay, it's great to be able to see that here. And if anybody is in the area, just come see me. But again, there you go. There's our DCR. Now that's not good. 0.39. Probably time we're going to foreclose on Jeff's property here. But graphs, all this stuff is made for everybody. Another really neat thing is this is live. So if you do have a price reduction or if a space leased, something else changed within this package, as you update it, you simply come over here and say e-publish again, and anybody with that link, that package will auto update for them. It also notifies you if someone viewed it. So it says e-publish viewed. So if I sent this out to, and I can't see the list of people, Jeff hid it from me today for some reason, but I can't call on you. So whoever's in the audience, you're safe today, but not next time. So we're going to say I send this out to Stephanie, and Stephanie says, great, I got this package from Matt, and she clicks on it. Now I'm going to get a notification that clicks on it, and then I can call her, hey Stephanie, it's Matt, I want to reach out on 123 Anywhere, just make sure you got my package there. It does come in a link. I just got it a few minutes ago. I did have a question. I saw on the tenant roll there and the pro forma. Perfect. It's a great time to have that conversation with the client. You also can go ahead and you can email it out. So if you want to email directly out of here, you can email that proposal. Now that will email it out with an attachment. So that will allow them to download it. You can even CC yourself. So when it says blind copy you, you'll blind copy yourself, so you'll get a copy of it. Now blind copy, they won't see that you CC'd yourself because I think it's called BCC. Maybe that's like a news network or something. I don't know. But anyways, e-publish, email. You can always add it to a deal room. Deal rooms have been super popular. We started to add it to the deal room with basic and so forth. Made it a little bit easier for you. Websites, you can create your own personalized website out of it. You can show your other additional inventory. Add a video, add a link, make your main photo. And then again, you can see that personalized website for you. Just something real easy. Does give you your charts and graphs and financials. And then you can access the deal room there. Just a nice little website. We also have something that you might not have seen, and I think you should take a look at it, and it's called the Analyze Now widget. If you click on this, it's kind of neat. You can select what you do most. I'm an industrial specialist. You can pick your default settings in here. Maybe you just want to put 0 or whatever you choose. Pick your backdrop color, and you can say copy script for website. And what this is going to do is, this is actually an Analyze Now widget that will be embedded on your website. And just stick that code to your graphic designer, your web team, or if we built your website for you, we'll put it in there, no problem. And then someone can come to your website and they can actually analyze their own property and submit it to you. And that way they can get more of a detailed valuation on their property. We also have a real estate exchange. I know we're talking more about our persuasive presentations, but you can exchange packages back and forth with anybody that utilizing the Market Edge solution, including our customer support team. So if you are running into a problem with the system and you want us to take a look at the analysis, we can help you look at that there. List in marketplace to take it to the next step. And then one thing that I think a lot of people miss is recent transactions. You can add all your recent transactions in here through Market Edge as well. So if you've had a bunch of deals that have sold just like this here, and you want to show all your recent transactions, this is a great way to build your portfolio up and show someone how hard you work without telling them how hard you work. Now, if you work with me, you'll hear how hard I work. I'll tell you every day, all day. This is a great way not to be me. Now, over on the right-hand side, you'll see things like top left and top bottom, add margins, show margins. Check the boxes, see what goes on. Click through here. You can do one satellite, one road map. Maybe you want to do one satellite, one hybrid map. Maybe you want to zoom in more and show, like I saw one earlier where it was out on Twitter and they were like, wow, that building needs a massive capital improvement. You can see the roof is really bad. Now, I'm in this building right now, hopefully not soon, but this whole roof leaks all over here. So this needs a massive roof replacement. Anyways, hope everybody got a lot out of this persuasive presentations. Remember, it is simplistic if we go in with the end in mind of what we're trying to accomplish. You utilize the Guide Me library and our training videos. We're here to help you. You have a West Coast person, an East Coast person, and a Central person. You have myself personally. You're welcome to email me, call me, text me, hit me up on Twitter, and I'll be more than happy to answer any questions you may have. If you run into a technical support issue, let us know. Put it right in here. Please let us know what the issue is. Don't just say I have an issue. It makes it really difficult for us to diagnose. Say we're trying to put in and it's not generating the cap rate properly, or whatever the case would be. Even attach a screenshot if you have it available. Also, if you have an idea for a program, I want you to call Jeff's cell phone number every Friday night at 12 p.m. No, seriously, just go here and put a feature request in. Don't worry, Jeff, I'm not going to give you.
Matt, you just got yourself yanked. Hey, there are a couple of questions. You talked about it, but didn't show under preferences or global. How do you set up your brand colors and logo so you don't have to do that every time? So you've got it configured that will run.
Yeah, so right there in settings, you have your logo. You can add your own logo. This is how you set your logo. These are your report colors. And you can play around with them. If you are part of a larger organization and you're not sure if we have branding, just submit a support ticket, say I'm with company XYZ. Do you have any custom branding made for us? And we'll either say yes or no. If we say yes, we can apply it for you. There's no additional cost to add the branding to your package if we already have it created for your company. Someone's already paid for it. Your company name and address, make sure this is filled in. We do give you some disclaimers in here. You can copy and paste your own. And then again, international numbers. So I thought I covered that, but maybe I went a little quick.
I may have missed it. The other was on, you displayed available spaces, but didn't show how to, I didn't see how you designated those spaces as available.
Yeah, and I didn't. So in the beginning, I talked about financial analysis and rent roll. In either of those two, it's going to have your income. On the income tab here, if you're using the CRM or marketplace and you do have the spaces, it'll bring your rent roll across. If not, you can import it in from Excel or you can manually add it. It's not tough to add it, I promise you. And then you just check the box to show what's available. It's that simple. It's really, really easy to add those available spaces. And I think it's great. I've talked to quite a few clients that have been updating their clients every quarter, every 6 months, every year on the health of their buildings. Hey, just wanted to let you know, here's what you have some tenants turning over in the next 6 to 18 months. Here's what it would look like with the new market rents. And I just wanted to let you know it might be time to sell, or hey, look, market rents are starting to increase. Maybe it's time to place some debt. Whatever it is, it's a great way to touch a client and let them know that you are caring about them after you sold them a property, after you lease them a property, or maybe you're just trying to win a deal. Because no one wants a hard sell, right? We all just want to be educated, and then we'll decide who we're going to do business with. And the more you can do that, the better it's going to be. When you're doing property types don't matter a tremendous amount, except for multifamily and then office. So again, if it's multifamily, it's going to show units for multifamily. Everything else will show your income for tenants. But that's another one that we'll talk about where we go with our quick valuations, speed analysis, and DCR calculations.
Hey, Matt, another question that came in. I think someone may have joined just a little bit late. We started the sessions showing how property information can feed from CRM or marketplace. Can you just show that once more? How do you, it doesn't, the actual question is, does it sync with CRM? We don't automatically populate Market Edge with every property that you have in CRM. You need to tell us which property you want to move from CRM when you're ready to do the marketing, to move it into the Market Edge. So you go to the detail page of a property record, and you press that analyze button, and it will move all the information, and then you press that go to little pop up, and it'll take you right there if you want, or you can come in through the normal Market Edge method.
Same thing with the comps too. If you want to add them, just click CRM and you can bring the comps in from the CRM. We're not going to add every comp in the CRM. There's no place to duplicate those data points. But if you want to update your comps inside of Market Edge, you can do so. And then any comps that are available to you in your CRM are available to you inside of Market Edge to add those comps in your packaging. So you're not having to duplicate the information. Even if it puts in 50% of the information, it's still 50% quicker. It's pretty awesome.
Matt, if you go to property summary page, and notice on that left column, the property summary details, that's pulling in property information from your CRM. But there's more fields in that. And Matt, what did you do to pop that up?
So if you click on any one of these boxes here, you'll see a couple things. One is you'll see a red mark. That means you can take it out completely. You also see a flashing cursor. That means you can change the text. The other one is you'll see if you put your mouse right above it, I don't know what you call it, but just say select fields. And then what you can do is if we want the APN in here, but we don't want NOI, we don't want cap rate, we don't want lease term, but we want rentable square foot. And then maybe you want to come down in here and put floors. And we have in here lot size, and then anything else we want in here, like land value, type, number of tenants. Just select what you want in there, and then it starts filling it out. And again, if you don't want price per square footage, you just click it. And now we see how easy it was to fill that in. So now we have a full section, and if I want to, I can now increase my photo and do that. Or if I want more, I can add more. Or if I want to hide the photo completely, I can hide the photo completely. It's up to you. We give you a tremendous amount of flexibility inside the system. But like Jeff said, you're not having to re-enter the information. If it's in Marketplace or CRM, it'll port over to here. And each one of those will save you 30 seconds to a minute or more. And if you type like me, it'll probably save you 10 minutes per section.
And how do you get that shading down, or the gradient down at the bottom of that photo? That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so inside of that, what I went ahead and did here is you can go ahead and you can change the background color. And then you also have the ability to do some other stuff with inside the photo. That'll help you get your gradient inside of there. And I can't remember exactly which button I hit for that one, but I'm pretty sure it was a background. There is a gradient one that you hit in here, and I'm probably not going to be able to get it right this second.
Okay.
Yeah, but you can see the gradient down here. But yeah, it's not. But yeah, I did the gradient down in there. I'll help you with it. Just give me a call if you want to put the gradient. But I think if the fade is awesome. Yeah, I just wanted it to fade. But
Looks
yeah,
great. Any other questions before we wrap up?
Hope everybody liked it. Everybody stayed on except for one person. I know who you were too that got off. I'm gonna find you. No, I'm joking. Hope everybody has a great week. I'm having a fantastic week. We do this each and every week for you. So if there's something that we should be doing, let us know. If you want to see something, please inform us. And if we're doing a good job, tell us. Because I think it's
Matt, next week we have actually Joseph Leasing mastermind session. So it's going to be a great session. Client for 20 years, migrated from REA desktop to the cloud, and massive database, big investment sale business in nationally out of Southern California. So we've got a great mastermind come back for us with us and join that. Then in a couple of weeks, we have Rod Santamassimo from the Massimo Group, just put out a new book of dominators in commercial real estate. So you won't want to miss that and find out what the traits are of top producing agents. One of the common traits, they all use RealNex. So it's awesome to have so many of his the top producers as RealNex clients. So you'll love to hear about that. There's a question about virtual assistants. We are working towards providing that, and we'll be coming to you with an offering soon. Don't have them currently, but many of our clients use VAs, and we help you get them set up and configured. But for now, you need to find your own, and we can help them get set up on RealNex. In the future, we'll have a service that will provide them with the solution as a service. Appreciate all your time. Have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon.
Thanks, everybody. Bye.